All right, so I got 5 questions for you.
Okay.
Feel free to look at the camera or look at me, whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So first things first, how did you find out about Smash World Tour being canceled?
I received a phone call about it from, I'm just going to say somebody, regarding the whole situation. It's nice being a little more LinkedIn, but it gives you like way more time to worry. It's really scary because like I was waiting for the statement while knowing like vague stuff about it, but not knowing everything that was written out. And so I had this like period to stew in just whatever I could think about, every like horrible possibility that could go on. And I was kind of worried that like the community wouldn't fight back as hard. Like it's been a long time that we've been pushing back against Nintendo, and I'm just so glad that we have kept doing that at the extent we have. Like it's exhausting, but we keep on.
Yeah, and in my next question, I say overall, like, how did you feel about hearing that news? Because personally, like, my heart sank.
Yeah, I fucking cried. I'll say it. It was, for me, because I realized that I was on a blacklist with Panda. I was informed by another commentator, Wisely, who had been talked to by someone on the inside. And I was worried that I couldn't get gigs again. You know, I really felt for Gimmer and his team. You know, they're out several hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're out a fuckload of time, commitment, money, all these events that they've been putting on around the fucking world, and it's just because Nintendo says so, just because American copyright law is insane. It's hard to feel angry anymore, and like not just be like, okay, how do we direct this? How do we decide to keep fighting back in the ways that we can? Because it's like we don't have the money to fight on a legal battle. We don't have the money to push as far as we would want to. But I think we're doing good. I hope that, you know, come what will, come what may, things end up all right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It seems like a big bummer because it's like even if we hopefully had the money for it, we would just lose because it's their game. You know?
It's their game. The precedent sides heavily with corporate IP law, and it's not good. It's really something I think that needs changing. Get Jack Zilla on if you want to talk more about intellectual property and how it's like basically patent systems are like akin to the right of kings in a way, but he knows way more about the stuff than I do. I get upset when it comes to, you know, not being able to have fair use for a video game in the same way that you'd have fair use for like music, you know, where it's just like, yeah, I'm going to cut it, I'm going to chop it up, it's going to be all right.
Yeah. Where and how will the community continue to grow with all this happening?
I'll be honest, I don't know how much room there is for growth anymore. I'm kind of big on the idea of degrowth as a general concept. I think that we kind of have found ourselves, like the world itself is just like always pushing towards the idea of more. And I don't think that scaling down is necessarily bad. I think that it would hurt a lot of people's livelihoods. I think that it would be bad in that sense where it's like there are people that this is their job. And hopefully they can continue to like make money and continue to do all this. But I do think that if we need to scale down and we need to have it to where like we're only running 1 or 2 big things a year, it might be okay. You know, I'm still worried. I think we're at this point where like not everything's clear yet. And if it all comes out and we can figure it out from there, I'd be more willing to like make a statement on where we need to go. But I don't think it's over yet. And that's what worries me. So.
Yeah, I know. I was like telling my girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's like, "There's no way it's just over," and I'm like,
"Yeah, it's never over with them, man.
It's never over, dude.
Big Nintendo's always going to come after you some way or another."
Mm-hmm. With all this information, with the cancellation of Smash World Tour and Panda and all that stuff, how did you prepare for this tournament?
I came into this thinking that this might be the last big tournament I get to do. For me, that meant mostly just like doing some prep work, making sure that I'm on spot for everything, when it comes to my commentary. I didn't get to practice a lot. My hands are always a little fucked up. I have some skin stuff, but coming into it with a good mindset, coming into it with not contentment, but what's the word for like when shit isn't what you want, but you accept it?
I think it's, you're just content.
Yeah, I think I just have to accept it for what it is. I just have to be okay with what's going on. And because at my individual scale, I can't control it. I can't change it. And I'm worried that even working together and working as a community, we won't be able to do things the way we want. And that we will have to like basically come to heel with Nintendo, because unless like IP law changes, like I said, it's fucked. Yeah, so preparation was mostly just like reading up on matches, like seeing past tournaments, making sure I know who's been winning what, getting all my info straight. But also just coming prepared to say goodbye to a lot of people that I might not see otherwise. You know, if it's something where, you know, we're not all coming together as Smash, there's plenty of people that I'll still make moves to see, and people that I'll still always have as my friends. But there's so many people that'll never get that opportunity in the same way we did, and that's what worries me, is that people won't get to have friends the same way in Smash that they used to. You know, there's a lot of homies where it's just like I see them at a tournament, and I'm just like, that's my guy, you know. But would I ever reach out to them outside of Smash? Maybe, but it's hard. I'm worried. I'm always worried, man.
Yeah, it's tough because, like, and I bet you feel the same way. You've met your best friends through Smash, you know?
Yeah, some of them,
yeah,
honestly.
Like some of your homies who you've, like my brother, so we got into Smash together because he got me into it. And one of our best friends who we started playing Smash with, he lives with him now, like in Washington.
Yeah.
Dude.
It changes your life. The reason I moved to Texas was to help my brother out. But also I was like, there's a bigger Smash scene in Dallas-Fort Worth than there is in Montana, which is where I was thinking of moving. And so it's literally a reason for like me coming down, and like it's been what I've been doing for the last 7 years, you know, for commentary stuff, and then like nearly 10 in May of 2023. So it's been a long part of my life, and I don't know what I'm going to do without it, honestly. I really don't, if it comes to that. But we'll see.
Hopefully it doesn't.
Hopefully it doesn't. Yeah. It'd be a real fucking bummer. I think Slippy will manage to stay up, if anything. So we'll always have that. I think we'll always be able to be nimble enough to kind of outrun stuff with Slippy when it comes to like Nintendo doing cease and desists. We could host it in like fucking Latvia or something if we really needed to. You know, Canada, who knows?
And yeah, was there any final words that you would like to tell the community?
Damn, final words. That's dark.
They're not like,
yeah. Like for the video.
But like what we should all do to, like what to like think going forward, or how we should feel going forward. And
I think regardless of however much things change, we were here, you know? And I think that even if they try to take away our tournaments, even if they try to make us operate the way they want us to operate, I think that there will always be someone in a basement somewhere playing this game. There's always going to be a guy by his computer paying for net play in a server. And I think there's always going to be like a TO lugging some CRTs up and down some stairs. And so, yeah, I think that's really all there is. Everyone that's ever worked on this community in any way, thank you.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Just want to ask a few questions. I appreciate you taking the time, dude.
Absolutely. They're kicking us out, so we got to go.
We got to get out of here. Yeah.